Gonna get a finger in your bumhole. Hey Blankers, and welcome back to the second part of this podcast episode. Do you remember at the end of the last one we had so much great stuff recorded we had to break it up? Well, this is the next bloody bit. Enjoy! So, hello and welcome to this part of 2002's episode. We've got another little musical guest with us, everybody. Gentlemen, say hello.
Guests.
Hello. Guests, gentlemen. Say hello to Dave and Sean. Good evening, gentlemen.
Hello.
Woo!
How you doing?
Hey.
Special
Evening, gents.
quizzes.
Should we get a round of applause? We got to go. With
I think we do.
Yeah, come on. How you doing?
Now that's just up the fucking ante.
There you
isn't it?
go, yeah.
There
Now
we
we
go.
are.
Now we're cooking
We've got
on
the energy
pissing
up.
gas. We can't afford it for long, so let's go back to I don't know, electricity. So, gentlemen, welcome. Thank you for spending some time with us on Not 40 Just Blank. I forgot the podcast name.
No way.
No way.
Not
Just Blank. I went a little bit proper mopping. Jesus, I've gone all Danny Dyer.
Can you do it the whole episode as a geezer?
Fucking
Yes.
right. No, I can't keep that up. But yeah, thank you for attending our dirty little studio and gracing us with your presence. So let's start at the beginning. Tell us and the Blankers about yourselves.
Okay.
You want to start, Dave?
Pressure.
We're Bruvv Grimm. We're a sort of I suppose, avant-garde, electronic, spoken word act.
I mean, you don't hear that every day, do you?
Yeah.
From the ghetto,
From the
streets. From the streets.
From the
Yeah.
streets of... It's a mixture of streets.
Hang on, an
isn't it?
electronic
Yeah, Pitsy Street.
Spoken word. Sort of avant-garde.
Avant-garde.
Sort of, strangeness.
We'll break that down over time, I think, because that's confused me.
But they're going to do a couple of songs at the end, aren't
Yeah,
they?
you're
So
gonna
we can
hear
work out exactly what that means. Perfect. So your
You'll
brothers.
think this is ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean,
Ridiculous,
to be fair, we
isn't
think this is ridiculous already, so don't worry about it. So, brothers,
Yes.
who's the oldest?
I am Dave.
He's old.
I'm 42.
I am Dave.
I
Hear me roar. I am Maximus. I am Spartacus. And I am not. And Sean, you are?
I'm 30.
Wow.
So
I
just
mean,
turned
already.
30, really.
Oh, God, I feel so old.
Oh, well, cool.
Yeah, let's get that bit in as well, didn't
know,
he?
exactly.
Just turned 30.
He had to get that in, didn't he?
I feel old at 30.
swagger.
Really.
Well, in that case, you'll feel very old at 44, trust
But then
me.
I'm starting
He's
to feel
starting to get
younger.
his
I've
aches.
got in a shape at 30. I'm starting to feel like I'm,
Oh, fuck,
really.
he's
it's
killing
gonna be
us,
a good
guys.
time.
Yeah.
He's absolutely mullering us as I sit here resting fruit pastels on my gut.
Get the fuck out.
Dave, we're keeping. We're not sure about this Sean guy. He's just turned 30 and he's in shape.
Yeah, he's
I
beach
mean,
ready.
I feel like he's taking the piss out of us already. Apart from you, Dale, obviously. You look,
Yeah.
you look amazing with your
Stop
slim
it,
line.
guys. Stop it.
So, yeah. So you are from the deepest, darkest wilds of Pitsea,
Yes.
not far from our own stomping ground. How long have you been doing what you do in your avant-garde?
I was looking.
About
and
2012, I think.
Yeah.
Started.
2012.
10
Maybe.
years.
Holy
maybe
Christ.
longer than...
2011, 2012. Around there.
Around.
And how did it start?
Yeah.
Well, I was in an indie
Yeah.
band and was like, I was involved in that sort of, there was a big indie scene in Essex at that time,
Yeah.
us and a few other bands. And that was all going well. But then when I split up with a band, I was like sort of early 20s, split up with a band. And they was my best mates in the band as well. So I'd only ever done music or art with people that I knew. So me and you just started talking about it. Started talking about, what if we did a band? And, I had a dream about it even. I had a dream if we was in a hardcore punk band. And, like, because we love punk. So it's like, we just started doing it. And then where it's been, like we say.
It ended up going
10
more
years
Massive
or more.
Attack, I suppose, really.
We went
didn't
very
we?
Massive Attack, sort of very trip-hop kind of...
Yeah.
As much as we love sort of punk music,
thing.
when the music we make tends
It
to be
just
more
turned out that
sort
way,
of
didn't
chill, trancey sort of, different sort of stuff,
Yeah. Different than we thought it
Yeah.
would be, because we thought we would make heavy music,
Yeah.
because we like a lot of heavy music.
We did
What made you gravitate that way then? Anything in particular, do you think?
What,
Just
to
pure
do it? I
instinct
guess
for me.
because we could do
Yeah.
it. I think because we could do it, because neither of us are like... I mean, I'm a musician, I guess, but
Yeah.
I'm not the best at guitar. I can play a lot of different instruments, but I'm not the best.
Right.
That I like music because of punk, because it means you don't have to be that good. You can still do it.
Three chords and shout.
Like, it was the same thing.
It's more
with-
about the
with you.
imagination behind what's going on rather
Yeah.
than technical.
You always loved
Yeah.
music, but you never did music
Yeah.
until you realised that you could do it yourself, especially
Yeah.
with the technology you get with the tablet. I used to make beats, but you are now better at making beats than I would be. Do you know what I mean? So I prefer to do over your beats.
Yeah, I got into that by chance, didn't I? Really doing the
Yeah.
beats as well. 'Cause Sean had this old laptop, and that was our studio. But you remember he was trying to book some airplane tickets, wasn't it, to Denmark?
Yeah.
And the thing was, it had like the connection on the side. You know when it sort of knocks and it would just come out, it doesn't charge anymore. So he's done that, and it started. So you just finished it off basically. And so that was our studio. But we still wanted to do it because we was into doing it at the time. Yeah. And so I thought there must be something on my tablet. And I went on there, there was a drum machine, and started messing around with it. And this is actually all there is to this.
Never look back.
Yeah, and just loved it. Yeah,
using a sequence.
Yeah, just went straight into it. Yeah, I love a sequence.
You boys are like big into improvisation as well.
Yeah.
And that helps a lot.
Is that how you write mainly all of your songs?
Everything. Yeah. No, it's improvisation.
Yeah.
Does he not start,
even when we don't necessarily jam it like out every time we can come up with some good stuff like that, but just Dave puts a beat down and then we'll both be on it and be like, okay, we're going to have a bit of spoken word on there, we're going to have a bit of singing on there, and we'll let it happen and improvise it.
Does it? Do you not go in with anything, like say like you was in the day and it's just popped in your head? And,
no, I never go in with anything. I mean, what about you?
Well, occasionally I will, but generally it's better to do it when we're together, because otherwise it just ends up you're just doing songs on your own. It's like, we're doing this song. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So
it becomes more democratic when we do it together, I find. Do you see?
It's better. It ends up better. I think the better songs are.
So we try and save it for when...
two minds are better than one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Does it change all the time then, if you're improvising? I'm guessing like your lyrics and that change, or do you actually come off something and think that's good and actually write that down and keep that? Or can it change next time you do it?
I think we have styles. I think we have... That's something
we did go for a point.
Is that we both have style about what we do, and that's not conscious. It's not conscious. We're not consciously trying to do something. We both have artistic styles that are just the way we make art, and so when we come together, it has no choice than to be what it is.
Right. Okay.
Because we can't help but be the way we are.
Yeah.
So
I can't really do it. I could never learn to play the guitar or anything like that because I can't learn other people's songs as such.
Really?
But I can only do my own stuff.
Oh, so theoretically then, if you're going to play stuff for us this evening, would you not know what you're going to play us before you start, or have you got that kind of framework?
Actually, we've written this for... We actually wrote the song for the show. So,
special stuff.
Thanks,
we're doing too.
But that is what we would do. It was always seemed to me most if we was going to do a show, or if we was doing anything like that, I just think we write all new material for it. And we just do that's sort of where...
And the cover we're doing is
it's
a cover of a Deftones song, and but you've made a beat, and so I'm going to be playing over the back indie, which the song is a heavy song. So
the bit we would recognise would be the guitar, say, and obviously the lyrics.
Probably the only thing you'd recognise from the song, vocals and guitar, but it's
the same BPM, but
and then you take it a totally different way.
Yeah, I suppose it is.
This is a kind of similar cover to the song in a way that I'm singing the same as the singer, not too differently.
But that is heavy.
But maybe some covers we would do very differently. But all the beat is completely new. It's something that we've made for it, specifically for this time.
Ooh, that's good, isn't it?
That'd be interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, that's
it's hard to keep going on a project because you get so bored.
I imagine.
With what you do, it's just to,
So you pick it up the following day and it's like, where do we get to? Doesn't really matter. Let's just see what today brings.
I think we are the ADHD band. It's like we do not have the interest. Throughout the course of a week, I probably think I want to be in it. I want to make music like Gorillaz. I want to make drum and bass like Aphex Twin. I want to do this. I want to do that. And all throughout the week, my mind's constantly changing.
Right,
I can't settle on anything. So I think as a band, we at least
you mould
we can kind of fit in anything we want. And it still is us. Because I think we've got just a darkness, a sound, a melancholiness to us that makes us sound like us no matter what style of music we do.
So if you was doing a gig... Would you go prepared, or would you just?
We normally do. We'd spend the week before just going through the set once.
Would you just play through the set constantly until we know?
Oh, okay. Would you have the confidence just to wing it from the beginning? Or do you...
it's not really
you still need that sort of like...
I've done that in other bands,
right,
like playing guitar, but that's different because it's notes and notation and things. So I can do that, I can jam with that. But no, we're not, with what we do, it wouldn't work. If you didn't know what you was going to do in some way, it wouldn't work. So that's why the jamming is kind of different, I guess, because it's like Dave's got a beat. He's going to lay that beat down. It's like freestyling. It's like we love Wu-Tang Clan and things like that. Yeah. It's like a beat and lay down the beat, and then we come in with a vocals. And you're doing a spoken word, which is a really good way to get, words through. Yeah, not even singing. And then I tend to sing more of a catchy thing, whereas in bands that I've been in, I would try and be.
Hopefully, Sean is what sort of brings it into actually.
But
being
I try and do
catchy
normal.
In your previous band, Sean, was you singer? Was you?
Yeah, I was songwriter and singer.
So you always had that sort of side to you.
Yeah, always done that. Yeah.
And so it's just looking to cause some ruckus. Is the band that you left still going?
No. And it's weird because, like I said, I was in the band with my best friends in school, and the band split up. We had things between us, but like two of the blokes, I mean, they're brothers anyway, and so another set of brothers, and no, I'm still best friends with them today. Okay. The band, it just ended, and there was all stuff going on, and. It just ended basically, but I found myself sort of musically or creatively, I didn't want to advertise out and say I want to start a new band. I need a drummer and this and that.
Of course.
Because I just never felt comfortable. Because making music and making art for me, I'm more happy doing it with people that I know well.
Yeah. No.
So you're definitely in a happier place. Now,
I mean, we'd be doing this.
Can you imagine if he said no? Starts an absolute beef in the
studio.
Oh my God, that's never asked that question.
He controls me.
Every time we do this, I just think it's just a whimper of what I had before.
We've got 4 albums on.
Yeah, and that's the crazy thing. We have actually done a lot of music.
Where can we find
on Bandcamp?
On Bandcamp.
Bruvv Grimm on Bandcamp.
Your plug-in opportunities.
Bruvv Grimm, 2 V's, 2 M's. On Bandcamp.
And on Instagram or anything, Facebook?
No,
I've got an Instagram account which is Atkins Art.
Yes,
which I've put a lot of that. We have put a lot of songs on there.
Yeah,
and music that I've done, and also my surrealist art. If you want to go and check that out.
Double plug. Tick.
So that's Atkins Art. Instagram.
On Insta as well. Perfect stuff. And have you got anything sort of gig-wise coming up, or what's in the pipeline?
This is the first thing we've done in a long time.
Yeah,
that's the thing. We've only really where it's so relaxed what we do, there's been all throughout the whole pandemic we just didn't bother to do anything.
I think at the start
other bands have gone properly crazy into a studio and just gone.
But it seemed like nothing could reach a conclusion. It didn't feel like anything could reach a conclusion during lockdown.
Yeah, what's the point in trying to force it?
So what I try. So I took up PlayStation. I've played PlayStation for the last year or so.
Could be worse. You could have taken
us in another way,
which I still love, and I'm not going to stop.
So we got that to share together as well.
He does have a massive thumb.
Gaming's great. It could have been worse. It could have been heroin or serial killers.
That's it. Yeah.
No, I never forget. Actually, it's funny you should say that because I never forget. Right, when I was talking to you one night and you just text me, and I text you about he was saying about playing games and that, and I text him and you text back saying, Sean, you've given me crack. I can never come back from this now. You've given me crack. You've got me into games. I can never stop like that.
It's a slippery slope to get into, isn't it?
You like Twitch? Are you on Twitch then, Dave?
Twitch.
That's what I think the gaming.
Social media.
Have you got the Twitch?
It's like a gaming social media thing.
I've heard of it.
You just watch other people game.
That's what it is.
I mean, it turns out you can make money from anything.
I didn't realise how down with the kids Phil is.
Pit Whitehouse, he knows his way around.
He's all over TikTok.
Of course he is. He's an absolute animal, isn't
I'll just turn up on Twitch. Football Manager.
What is it like live streaming thing? Isn't it?
I think so.
Essentially, you've got amazing gamers that make money from being sponsored by people to watch them play games.
Yeah, well, it's like YouTube. I mean, there's a lot of people on YouTube, and they become famous on YouTube. They play a game, and people watch them.
Turns out,
it's cool enough.
That would be the life.
The thing is that people don't think about that is that it's mostly for the people that can't afford to buy games.
Yeah.
To watch them.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's the only
Watching
way that
someone
they.
else,
Right.
yeah.
So that you imagine how big the internet is, and it's like these are mostly people like Mexico and like crazy places.
Right, okay, yeah.
Watching someone play a game because they can't play a game,
Which
but
is
they
terrible.
have access to YouTube.
Yeah,
That's very sad.
a good point, yeah.
It's that
Very
thing,
sad.
just to bring the tone down a
Yeah,
little
yeah.
bit on the
Well,
comedy podcast.
Let's
God
flip
damn.
it. Let's bring it back up. Del, hit us with something.
No, I feel honestly this is powerful. Actually, this might not be powerful, but I think it's powerful.
yeah.
Maybe we should start a little gaming sort of. I know, like a foundation
Could do.
for like I know for kids in Mexico.
Yeah,
That could
and I just took
possibly-
that. I just took
Exactly,
that
but-
name off the top of my head.
We could say,
Mexico or anywhere else.
to get them.
Well, Del, you're running a marathon soon. Why don't you start that up as your little
Sponsoring
charity.
gaming for kids in Mexico.
If anything sounds like a dodgy thing, it's that.
It's sponsor little Juan in Mexico.
You're running the marathon, you say, Del?
So, yeah,
What
I
are
just-
sponsoring
I was-
kids in Mexico that haven't got PlayStation.
They've got to play
Come on,
games,
mate.
man.
This sounds like a dodge.
Tomorrow I'll go on and tell all my sponsors so far. You know what?
It's-
all that money towards like mind and mental health. No,
It's
fuck
not
that.
that.
We're
It's,
doing
They need
kids
games.
gaming in Mexico.
It's for little Carlos that can't get Call of Duty.
I love to. Yeah,
Sounds like a wonderful thing.
No,
Can you imagine
it
the
was
trip-
Sean's baby, mate.
Yeah.
We'll look to take this offline, but we're definitely starting
Took off
some
from
form
under
of,
me.
yeah.
Kind of, woof. All right.
We're starting a foundation of some form anyway. Because you heard it.
We
You heard
could
it
send
here
the
first.
PS3s and Mega Drives and
The
stuff.
one Fernandez.
The one Fandango.
The one Fandango.
The one Fandango
Foundation.
school for PS4s. Rehoming PS4s, unwanted and unloved. Well, let's bring it back to the current. Well, I say current day, but the 2000s, which is obviously what our podcast is currently on. So you mentioned during those sort of exchanges various influences and stuff. Who would you say are sort of your biggest, maybe 3 or 4 people that you mentioned? Wu-Tang Clan in there a little bit.
I think
Who else
sort of
stands out?
production wise.
Sampling and we're sampling hip hop, all of that. That is our biggest influence.
That's your
is that
go-to.
kind of hip hop.
Yeah.
But musically, kind of anything from Radiohead, Joy Division. I mean, any
Radiohead is a
really
big one, to be honest. That's,
Yeah?
The way they lay up things.
Yeah.
The sort of thing that they do, which is sort of indie with electronic.
Bit of electronic as
Yeah.
well, which is that was your sort of thing, wasn't it, Phil? Where you got into that Radiohead.
Yeah.
They lost a few people when they went down that kind of a path, but you stuck with it, didn't you?
Yeah, I
was
liked
it.
the Kid A and Amnesiac. I didn't like How to the Thief. I must admit, they did lose me there.
Yeah.
That was the one where I was just like, ugh.
Went a bit too far for Pit Whitehouse, but
Some weird songs on that.
Yeah,
record,
I don't know.
But
just went a bit
some
too
great
far.
ones as well. though.
Yeah, some great
Yeah,
ones
there's a
too.
couple of the first two I remember liking, and then
Yeah.
it just went. I was
Was
like,
it How to the Thief? Yeah. and
Yeah,
How to
I think
and
2 plus
that
2
was-
equals 5. That was a good one. I remember that.
So I think it was like it was meant to be. It was an EP of a lot of songs that they was thinking about during Kid A, but didn't do.
Yeah.
because that was going to be
Yeah.
that one uniform weird
Right.
electronic album, and like they did that. And
So do you prefer them electronic or do you prefer them indie?
no difference. I think they're just as good,
Good.
both.
Oh,
I
okay.
think
Yeah.
it's just they're.
Yeah.
I mean, Tom York and Johnny Greenwood are, in my opinion, 2 of the best songwriters that have ever come out in like 100 years, maybe, man.
Right,
Like,
okay,
seriously, I
yeah.
think
No,
they are.
oh, great, yeah.
Of people that are good, they are up there in my opinion. Anyway.
Yeah, no, 100%, yeah.
That's why they've went on to movie soundtracks now and stuff. Because
Is that what they're doing
Yeah, that's
now?
yeah.
Yeah,
I know
okay.
Johnny Greenwood and Tom York did Suspiria, the remake of that.
Oh,
They did
okay.
the soundtrack of that.
It's
Yeah,
like Trent Reznor as well, and it's Trent
Suspiria,
Reznor did.
Yeah.
Suspiria or Suspiria?
Suspiria,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, because like Trent Reznor does all like David Fincher films, doesn't he? And
Yeah.
things like that,
Yeah.
doesn't he, as well?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so you said you've done 3 albums.
I heard 4. I heard
Yeah.
4, yeah.
So is there a 5th one in there?
Well, yeah, this will
we are
probably
definitely gonna
probably
more
do that
music.
now.
Right,
Yeah.
so this is the springboard.
Oh,
Yeah.
there you go.
This is
This is it,
literally
we start coming
this
from
is the
this,
first
yeah.
thing we're doing, and it like.
Yeah,
for the
but
first
you've already
time.
written another one, haven't you?
Yeah, I've already
You
got
showed
those
me today.
songs.
Yeah,
The
so.
producers have started.
Because I'm
okay.
kind of I'm better at making electronic music now than I was. So we're both making electronic music. Going to be guitar on there, some singing, a lot of spoken word, that sort of thing.
Cool.
Basically, yeah.
Beautiful.
But yeah, there's
Yeah.
like 4 of it. Yeah,
And we want to try and get it sort of put on Spotify this time.
Yeah, we're going to do it. on
Rather,
Spotify.
because it, yeah,
Yeah, do it. Yeah.
yeah, because it's saying it looks very professional that you can send out and it as well.
Absolutely,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's
yeah.
a big,
Yeah, I mean, it
it's a
turns
big
out,
platform, isn't it?
yeah,
So-
any old idiot can get on Spotify. I, mean, I think we're on it.
There's
That's
some
it, well,
crazy
yeah.
stuff on
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Who knew? Who knew? If you're willing to pay enough.
Outrageous.
There we go. Yeah, absolutely. Well, we look forward to hearing it when it's finished. But can you tell us what you're likely to play for us this evening? A little bit later on.
Okay, yeah, so we're going to do a track called, I think we're going to call it Montage, the Doomsday Montage.
Yeah.
I love that. You're so, you're
The
so
improvisation, even at this point.
Improvising now.
Title,
I didn't know the title until just now. So I'm right there with you.
That's creativity in action. They're literally naming the song as we speak, which is so. It was called what? Sorry,
Doomsday Montage.
Doomsday Montage, and then you're hitting a second song for us as well.
Yeah, and the cover is just a cover of Deftones' song Minerva, which is from their 2003 self-titled album.
Beautiful.
Look
Well,
forward
we
to
look forward to hearing that. But one last plug before we move on. Hit us with it again, Dave.
Bruvv Grimm, and we're on. That's 2 V's, 2 M's. We're on Bandcamp, and we're on SoundCloud as well. Aren't we?
Yeah, there's a SoundCloud.
Yeah, there is a
we're
SoundCloud.
soon to be on Spotify, basically.
Soon
That's
to
the
be coming
we
soon.
are going to be. We are going to be on Spotify.
But Facebook, there's a Facebook page as well.
Yeah.
So
All under the same.
I don't
All under
know.
Bruvv Grimm.
we're Googleable. So
Absolutely.
you want to know, Google it. You know?
Google it. Beautiful. Well, for now, thank you very much, Bruvv Grimm.
Thank
It's
you.
Sean and Dave.
This is Bruvv Grimm with a Doomsday Montage. I awoke to an anti-woke world where trees hung in the balance and peaceful action was viewed as violent fascism. Killer viruses left many alive, and declarations of nuclear war held as much weight as a child shouting "take that" or striking a pose like a ninja. Life was broken into sides. It depended on what app you had, what the world was like, the choices you were given. Either the country was falling down or the money flowed like water. It was all a matter of branding. And when it finally breaks upon you, or rots quietly behind your caps, when the last of us sigh and roll over, it'll be me who sees it all from a universal perspective.
I saw something that made a distant call of fear. With the passing day I'll shed my shame. Counting time I'll saving place.
I have a montage of the planet dying. We're rotting in our bed, dogs arranged like acolytes, skin liquefying, hardening, tense violin chords stretched over and over. The trees we once tended grow monstrous and rank in the heat of the night. Their buildings buckle and break and burst into flames. The sky burns black in its rebirth.
I saw something that made a distant call of fear. With the passing day I'll shed my shame. Not counting time or swaying in place.
The roads in industrial parks are more beautiful to me now than ever. The hopelessness of our mechanical engineering, a fungus of wire and grit, tumours of tax and tarmac, plains of processed rock. While Mother Earth moves to cleanse herself with fire and disease and dancing pillars of wind, and all we can think is to cancel each other. Thank you.
Okay, we rumble on with the podcast, and we're now going to strand our two guests on Desert Island Dicks. Gents, are you aware of the formats? Are you
Yes.
are you ready to be
Fairly aware.
probed
Yes.
deeply?
Okay,
David's straight in there. He's ready.
yeah. I've always enjoyed a good probing.
He came greased up. I mean, that's preparation for you. All right, so obviously this is where we strand you on a mythical 2000s-based island and we ask you some vague questions. The first one being, which naughties, Richard or Dick or whatever you want, would you want to be stranded with? So we're assuming that you're going to answer as a... Possibly both.
This is
future
one where we
forwards,
both have
or-
got
a different
two
answer.
answers.
Perfect.
Mu- Some of them are the same, but
So
this is
should
one.
Should we room
Should we
at
call-
101 it?
Should we call the rules
Yeah,
on it?
should we-
Yeah.
yeah.
So well, if you haven't got an answer, or if you've got an answer each, we'll call it.
Yeah.
We'll listen to an argument of both, and then we'll make a ruling. But if you've only got one between you, marvellous. So in this instance, you've got one each, right?
Yeah.
Who should we go? Let's go youngest first. Sean, who's your naughtiest Dick?
Okay, I reckon. Well, this is 90s and noughties. This is Richard Ashcroft, the lead
right,
singer
yeah,
from the
the Ash.
Verve.
Yeah, we can understand that. Any particular reason for?
I think the reason why, what I think, is that when you listen to his music, he's somebody that constantly kind of makes weird noises and makes it into a hit single. He's got all these sort of things. You listen to a song like Love is Noise. He does all that sort of thing, right? And he makes a song out of it. He did a song not that long ago. He goes, and he does all this stuff with his voice, right? And so the reason why I think is because he just constantly he amuse you. He'll amuse you. He'll constantly
So
go
you're
around
trying to
scat
get
singing.
sleep.
Well, mate,
You know what I mean?
the fact that
You're trying to get asleep on his desert island.
And he's
you've
like,
just got him going,
He's communicating with the goals and all that.
that'd be annoying.
it'd be
You've got a
an
radio
amusement.
alarm clock going
doing
on all the time.
He's doing Bee Gees impressions. as well, isn't he?
Yeah, he's doing whatever. He's making a hit single out of it. You know?
Okay, so
He's
we're
doing
going
so-
for the comedy and the music.
Okay,
yeah.
Okay, so,
Okay, that's
so
a
Dave,
good one.
what's the
For me?
alternative answer?
Okay. Well, I was finding Richard sparse in the 2000s, but what I've come up with is Richard Bachman, who is the
Blank
Please
looks all round.
explain.
he is the pseudonym or the pen name of Stephen King.
Very clever.
So
Yeah.
and I think, and it's for much the same reason. I figure, he's
also
the
makes
greatest
strange
storyteller
noises.
of the age,
Yeah.
He is.
and
He's got a
he
few
could tell
issues
us
as well,
stories,
hasn't he?
around the campfire.
I mean, that would be
yeah,
nice.
He's got some issues. He'd
Yeah.
be quite a character. Wouldn't
He
he?
could, if we could ferment something, or
Imagine that, getting
Yeah.
drifting off to sleep, and in the background you got and then he slit his throat. And pulled out his eyebrows. Fucking hell, I'm not sure which way is the better one.
And then the Overlook Hotel claimed them all.
Everyone always dies in your story.
what do you reckon then, chaps? We're going to have to call it on this. Del, which way would you go?
Oh, I like them both. Only because I think it was Owen chose Richard Ashcroft.
we've had an So you're going to go
That
with
would
We didn't have him as a
Yeah.
guest,
Yeah.
did he? He had him as the music.
I think he might have had him at
was it
some point. So, but he was on
Okay.
the island.
Oh, fair enough.
You're trying to ice me out, but I'm staying in the game.
Phil, you can argue it.
No, I'm just saying. I don't think he didn't have him as a person on the beach.
Possibly
Did he?
not. Might have been the music.
bet.
Possibly.
He had Richard. Who's the comedian?
Oh, Richard Pryor.
Yeah,
Richard
Richard
Pryor,
Pryor.
yeah,
Oh, okay,
yeah.
fair enough, yeah.
So does that sway
We're
you
back
then,
at the game.
Del? Which way do you go? Which way do you fall?
I like Richard Ashcroft. I like Stephen. I don't know. See, Stephen King on paper is good,
Well, he
but
was
I don't know. I don't know what the guy is.
Made a
not-
living out of it.
Yeah,
always like that.
obviously his films are great and everything, but I don't know what he's like as a fucking person though.
He was a wild man in the 80s. He was.
I know he was always sobered up.
Yeah,
That's the thing.
sober now. What's going to happen on the
Oh, he
on
could be a
the
bit
island?
bland,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah, when they get sober, they tend
Because
to
he
be a
used
bit
to,
dull.
he used to go for walks, didn't he, and just get lost.
Yeah,
and, like,
yeah.
had to ring up his
Oh, that's
wife.
right, he's-
to
he's
be-
on
Yeah,
the
we'd have to go and find him. We'd have hypothermia.
I
on
mean,
the
he'd
other
be
end of the
entertaining.
Yeah.
But yeah,
He can't
maybe
get
he's
that
the old.
lost. He's on a small island.
Maybe he's not the
He
best.
can only walk round and round. can't he?
Also, he's very old now.
Well, I tell you what,
Ashcroft and
I'm
Jan
going
as well.
to put in. I'm scared shitless of horror, so I'd go Ashcroft.
Okay.
I'd go Stephen King. I think
So Del, you got the casting vote.
just because again the fact that he has chilled out and
Yeah.
if he's boring and fucking great on a desert island,
So
he
we-
can tell a good story, couldn't he? If you need it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So it's all on.
Yeah, I'll
it's
go
all on Del's
Stephen
vote.
King.
that's what I was thinking.
I mean, this is
He is
disturbing.
boring, but Ashcroft is entertaining. I don't think Ashcroft is a big enough dick. Only the fact of I don't know enough about his personality
He has got quite big.
Apparently,
He's got a massive.
huge.
Yeah, is he really?
Yeah.
Well,
He
okay,
loves
that's
himself
things-
more than anyone else. I mean, that is sure.
The Ashcroft. I do like the Verve.
Well, have you ever seen him walk down the street? He just walks straight into
See that
people.
video, just
Yeah, but
Slamming
he just
people
does it with his
outside.
penis.
He just knocks people flying.
Like a
Yeah.
massive baseball
dick.
bat. Just
Oh man.
Clearly.
Boom. Yeah. It's a tough one actually. I'll go Ashcroft.
he's going to go Ashcroft. Well,
That's
what-
like a tie then, isn't it?
it's one.
Because it was
It's
One nil. I think it's Ashcroft in that case. Ashcroft
Okay.
makes it on.
He'd probably
All right.
be more useful physically as well because he's
You
younger.
never know.
He can
He's-
play- well, the
he
fact-
can reach the high.
Yeah, he
fruit.
could get the coconuts at the top of the tree.
I
Yeah.
think he's about 6'5".
He's 11 foot 4, I think. Yeah,
I thought he was 3
right
palm
up there.
trees high.
I mean, this could throw it. Now, this could throw everything off anyway. So, the second question we've got for you guys is what classic noughties album might be in the old CD player. Now, if it's
Stephen King audio. But
We don't need it.
carry
do we?
the audio,
We've got
but
to-
you might be
yeah.
back
We don't need that.
you might be back in the game. Dave, let's start with you on this one. Have you?
For me, it's Chemistry of Common Life by Fucked Up, a punk band from Toronto, Canada.
Wowzers.
Okay.
That is something that has not passed me
Yeah,
by whatsoever.
Sounds interesting.
It does, though, doesn't it?
You should
So
definitely
who was that
check it
again?
out. Fucked Up. And then
Fucked Up.
I played it to Nick once, a friend, me and
Yeah.
Rich, and then he said it sounded like Oasis with Slipknot as the singer, which is a fairly good song.
Yes,
That's an interesting
Yeah,
way
it's
of phrasing that.
Can you give
That's-
us? Can you
that's
give
weird,
us
mate.
like an impression of that, Dave? At all? Or what?
He's just cleared the throat there. He's ready.
Or do we need Phil to take that one?
Well, it's sleeping on you.
That's a fucking Alsatian.
That sounded like Boris Johnson in the House of Parliament. Oh, we whiff that.
So what could I?
What album?
Do what you feel.
I'll go. Oh, you go for
your
it.
heart, man.
I think he's going for it.
So, Platinum.
That was Scooby Doo.
Try again. Put it in my head. God walk and see the spark. Like that. That's yeah.
Wow. That was Wonderwall, I think.
Yeah.
That was
But it's the guitars and the
Oh, the
Ah.
mate. That's
yeah. I did try and do that in our band at one point, but I haven't actually got what it takes.
You know, maybe
wow,
at the
man,
end.
that's-
Who knows?
that's-
We might
yeah.
have a
Good,
hidden secret
That's
track.
mate. That's good.
I just said that'd be nice around the campfire of an evening, wouldn't it?
Just Richard Ashcroft.
Our desert island is amazing. We've got Richard Ashcroft going, "Aha!" and we got like Stephen King
Yeah,
reading
got-
out some stuff.
yeah,
You're
got-
sitting in the corner going,
We got fucked up on the stereo. It's all good. Yeah.
There's no seagulls landing, is there? Not for long. Anyway. So, Sean, have you got an alternative answer for us?
Actually,
in
no,
that case?
that was one of the ones where I would say that
you both
Fucked
agree?
Up's album Chemistry of Common Life is probably, I would say,
Then
in the
it's-
2000s,
it's
probably
in.
one of the best albums. That came
Really?
out.
Okay, we'll have to check that out.
Decision made in that
Yeah,
case.
it's the best one. They started off as a sort of a hardcore punk band, and the guy's huge, and he gets his shirt off, and he's mad.
Well,
and
he's got me
he
straight
shouts-
away. He's got me
sings
everything.
better than I
Building.
sing it, you know. And
Oh, mate,
but then,
is that, you know when you're
Whoa,
on your
easy.
WhatsApp?
yeah, that's it.
Is that it?
That's totally the guy. Yeah, that's
yes.
Pink Eyes. Yeah, Damien Abraham is his name. But yeah, and,
He's
and
a journalist too.
As
He's a
they've
very
as
specific
they've
way,
progressed,
like
they
music journalist.
became more melodic, and they started moving towards like more of a very polished sort of poppy guitar sound.
Like Nevermind,
but
by
still with him
Nirvana.
singing like that. you know.
Heavy,
Still
but
with
sounds
Still,
perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, good
And-
harmony as
Yeah.
well.
With
Like
the
harmonies.
vocals being still him kind of doing
Yeah.
death
Okay.
rattle kind of.
Yeah.
During the
Yeah.
full
I'll have to
throat.
check
But
that
yeah, melody, where it's still, you know, it's
Not aware of that, mate. But that
No,
sounds
absolutely.
good, mate.
they're
Yeah.
the great,
Always
the
nice to
greatest.
get-
We've met him a few times at gigs and
I
stuff.
was always wondering what that WhatsApp picture was. I'm so glad
Yeah.
he's a singer now.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
he used to like break bottles on his head and stuff. It's
yeah,
like-
mad.
But
He's got
we never
scars
like we've seen them live quite a few
Smash himself
times.
in.
We stopped doing that
Well,
when
American.
Yeah.
when we
Well,
did it.
Canadian guy, yeah,
Canadian,
Toronto
yeah.
they're from.
Oh, Toronto.
Yeah,
Wow. Okay.
but now they're the best band ever. My
Yeah,
favourite.
well, I've got
Well,
a tattoo. That's that. That's,
Yeah, that's it.
That's fucked up.
Oh,
That's
wow,
a symbol.
okay,
I ain't
yeah.
got tattooed on me. So.
Well,
They,
mate, yeah,
they
yeah,
make
well,
it. What can you do? It's in. 2 votes to 0. It's in.
Cool.
Neighbours are not going to be happy, but
Yeah, yeah.
They're not. I mean, let's see if we go down a similar path with the movie.
All those
choice
neighbours
then.
that
Yeah. all those 8 neighbours. So yeah, let's talk movies then, fellas. Is there one movie that you decided on between you, or have you got different answers for this one potentially?
I come up with 3, didn't I? 3.
Wow.
Yeah, and I think I said as well that
Yeah.
those 3 are actually probably would be my
Yeah.
3 too.
let's just go for one of them because are they going to be the same 3 films you
Wow.
pick later on?
Oh yeah, it would be. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Oh,
let's go
yeah.
for
So
one.
just one.
Then we'll
Just one on the
take one
island.
if you're happy to,
So what
to
would be
agree.
the one?
I think the Royal Tenenbaums.
Yeah, the Royal
because it's
Tenenbaums
upbeat.
by Wes Anderson. Yeah.
Because it's such a massive Wes
That actually
Anderson
came to
fan.
2002.
Yeah,
It's, absolutely.
really?
Yeah.
It was the
great
first
movie.
movie
It's
of Wes
fantastic.
Anderson I saw,
Yeah.
and I think,
Really?
as directors go,
Yeah.
I love his style. Not just it's quirky and
Yeah.
silly. I think that's the tiniest part of it. It's the ability to kind of have comedy amongst tragedy. Which I think
Yeah,
is the
no,
best thing.
100%. Yeah. That's great.
Yeah.
Film, yeah.
Every scene is a work of art.
Yeah.
There's a scene in that movie where it's literally
Every
someone's going to
movement
commit
is a
suicide,
picture,
but
you
it's
know,
funny
yeah.
somehow.
Yeah.
And you look at it after when they survive, and you think, oh, that was so silly. Why
You
did
could get a guy to
the
walk
car-
in and
is that
put
a
a
car
cup on the table, and he could make it look.
They drive him in the
awesome,
car. It's
you know?
like, it's a whole
I've seen that
scene.
film
Elliot
years.
Smith is playing on the guitar.
Yeah, because it's so.
It's the first
It's,
time I heard Elliot Smith.
yeah.
So.
Is it Ben Stiller with a tracksuit?
Ben,
Yeah,
is it
yeah,
the
Ben
tracksuit?
is still there.
The
Yeah.
son's exactly the
Yeah.
same.
The
Yeah.
Luke Wilson, Owen Wilson.
Yeah, he's
Absolutely,
yeah.
funny.
Bill
Gene
Murray.
Hackman is brilliant.
He's
you know,
always
it's-
so funny
yeah.
in the Wes Anderson movies.
Yeah.
He's Owen Wilson. He's always plays the fucking.
He's great.
nutcase.
He's great in that as well.
he's
yeah.
underrated.
He's just this
definitely.
crazy spaced out guy
Yeah.
who got famous, didn't he? And he's like
He's a Western
whacked out,
writer, isn't
like,
he? Yeah. He's like massively on drugs. He's like,
When he's on the
Yeah.
interview, and
Yeah.
it's like
Not
in
a
the interview, and he
stretch
just
for
turns
Owen
around and says, "No,
Gotta go."
no," and he just walks off.
Yeah,
Like,
gotta
it's
go.
so good. It's like we're going to do that in a bit.
Well, it turns out every single person we basically interview says you need something comedic.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. On
Because
a
you
desert
can't-
island.
something uplifting.
Stuck on a desert island,
Yeah.
you can't have anything too heavy, so
Yeah.
that fits the bill perfectly. So nice to have you agree again, chaps. Beautiful. Maybe this is where the team falls apart.
Yeah, no,
This is where it's going to get bitchy.
What's the outfit that you're rocking whilst on said island?
In 2000.
we was dressed very differently in the 2000s.
Oh well, in that case, let's
He
go.
was 12. He's 12 years older than me in the 2000s.
He's
he
got
was
a whole clothing
garage,
cycle
wasn't it?
ahead. So.
Well, yeah, I was
Drum and
quite.
bass,
Maybe
Yeah,
you're wearing Dave's
gold chain. You know.
Dave's hand-me-down.
yeah.
Was you all
He
about
did
the
used
garage?
to.
Were you all about the garage, was you?
And well, early 2000, yeah, yeah.
Going to the raves, wasn't it? Drum and bass raves. all that
Kindred
sort of
spirit with old jean jacket Del over here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally
Rocking the Craig David.
Well, no, it's because Joe and all that, they all loved to go. When I met them and they was already going to garage
That was
clubs.
it.
And I mean, I'm obviously into different stuff, but anything, I'm open to stuff.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And it
Little
did
chameleon.
open me up to electronic music in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
Sort of seeing that, when you're
Craig
there.
David has made you the man you are today.
Well, not that so much. I mean, there was like.
Send him a letter.
Yeah.
That was the shit.
I always found that it was two sides. You had the R&B sort of shit, and then the instrumental sort of like Azido the bass was a good. You remember that?
Yeah.
He's like whoop, whoop, and that was a really good track. I thought. You know?
Precursor to drum and bass.
Yeah,
That sort of
yeah, and I don't smoke the reefer and all them sort of tracks. They were great. Yeah,
Smoke Paul.
that was the good end of garage.
I don't smoke a pipe. Pipe. Delightful. And there it is. Finishes it off.
That's it.
In at the back post, Dave for the goal. And what about you, Sean? What kind of stuff were you?
And so, what I was wearing at the
sporting.
time, I mean, in the 2000s, I was 11 years old.
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah. Here we go.
School uniform. He's washed up on an island in his school uniform.
Sean, school uniform.
I was born in 92, so in the 2000s, I was 10, 11, 12.
I think
And,
his socks might be older than you. Let me just double check. No, they were.
in the early
73.
2000s, I was wearing a lot of new metal clothes. I loved Linkin Park.
Oh, okay,
I
cool.
was into that, and Deftones as well, and
Slipknot.
I was wearing baggy jeans, a lot of chains on them. You
Lot
had to
of
have a
chains.
lot,
Lot
of
of chain
chains,
action.
like, more than one, thick chain,
Weird.
a couple of little ones, and just walking around thinking that you look cool
Rocking it,
like
yeah,
that,
yeah.
and really.
So
I was a chubby kid as well. I mean, it was just like so
you really?
funny.
Oh,
Yeah, really weird to look at. Like me wearing all those clothes. I had like the hair gel spiked in the Liberty
oh, really?
spikes, man.
Yeah. Oh, mate.
Like, I was like the lead singer at Papa Roach.
Yeah,
or
that's
something.
what I was doing.
You did bleach it as well. Alex.
I was
Oh,
bleaching
right.
it blonde. I
At
was
least,
doing
at least you had
this.
an identity. I don't think I had an identity,
No.
clothes-wise, at that
We
age.
worked
I
out
was
with it,
obsessed
nothing,
with
right.
identity as a kid.
Oh,
I
okay,
was
nice.
always, I looked
Yeah.
like.
I'm looking-
Remember, I was like, today Sean's punk, and then you see me a couple of months later, now Sean's in the grunge, and that was like,
Oh, right, got you,
I would
yeah.
look like the
The
people.
person.
Now he's
I've struggled.
I didn't have
Yeah.
any real friends, so I just
I've struggled to about the age of 14, really, to
Yeah,
become something. I was like a slug before, like a big mullet haircut.
salt on you.
Like, I couldn't do it.
you had like after
crawling around
Terminator,
the
you had
Yeah.
a little hairstyle. You was like a grunge
Melted.
kid.
Yeah, I used to have the Edward Furlong, where I used to have like one side long,
Long one
Yeah.
side.
one side short, and rather than get it trimmed up, I used to let the long side, let it grow all the way down
the way
here,
round.
and I was getting the other side cut in. So I had like one-sided haircuts.
Wait till you see a picture of that.
Always
And I used to sometimes get like pursued in the street when I walked around.
by anyone in particular, or
No, just the local kids, you know.
Just anyone,
They used to go heavy metal, man, and they've got Guns N' Roses and all this shit.
Yeah, there used to be like that.
Yeah,
Well, I used to walk around even in the
That's
2000s, as we're talking about. I used to walk around wearing like a Slipknot shirt, and my mate used to say to me, "What does that say on the back? People equal shit." And I was like, "Yeah, that's a Slipknot song." And he was like, "Yeah, you want to watch out wearing that." It was like people would walk up, you go, "What are you saying about people?"
Actually, I had a similar thing with.
If you listen to guitar music, you was like a devil worshipper basically in the early 2000s in Pitsy.
Did you get any shit from it? Or?
Well, always used to. Yeah, it was just part of life.
Yeah.
It was part of life.
Used to get chased. I had a T-shirt. Was Kurt Cobain obviously died around that time, and I had a T-shirt that said "I hate myself and I want to die."
Wow,
on the
that's
back.
such a rare. If you'd have kept that,
and I wore that on the I wore that on the school walk, the sponsored walk.
that's a big step. That's one for the post office queue.
Yeah,
I remember.
You right, love? Yeah, don't worry about that. That's fine.
I remember in Portugal, I bought a Portuguese top and a Brazilian top. I gave the Brazilian top to my brother. He come back to Benfleet from Bristol, put on the Brazilian top, walked down the high road. He got stopped by 4 guys in a car who wanted to have a row with him because he's wearing a Brazilian top. It's like my brother. If you met my brother, he's so not Brazilian. It's like,
do I look Brazilian? They're all chatting Portuguese though. It's like, what's going on? I don't understand. Wow. Well, they are
always made me laugh.
2 very, very disparate looks. Mr. Reynolds, you are our clothing guru.
Am I?
Going to let you make the call on this one. What outfit are we looking at?
I can't remember what we went for. Say again.
Well, it was Machino shirt, which they said Machino.
It's a garage look.
Down the whole, the length,
like a little dickhead with baggy jeans and like
I like the
Papa Roach t-shirt.
I want it to the garage. If it's falling to me, then I'm going for the more brush look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chains, baggy jeans and bleached blonde spikes. Beautiful. You two are going to look an absolute picture.
You had this shirt with the flames.
I had a flame shirt.
Coming up the bottom, I had that. Yeah.
I had shorts with the flames coming out. I used to wear it all together.
Hang on. That's like,
he's overpaid.
Until the flame shirt coming, I might have to change my mind.
Remember them? They used to sell them on every market.
They still do.
I'm sure
I let it off this once. That was close though. You'd have said that first.
That was it. You very nearly lost it, Sean, but it's back. It's back in your hands. All right. So you're both wearing this outfit now. Flame shirt, big jeans, chains, spiky hair. What naughty's crush are you hoping has washed up on the island that you can impress?
Oh God, you took the words out of my mouth.
Really?
No, Sarah Michelle Gellar can only be Sarah Michelle Gellar. Yeah.
I hit puberty to that girl.
Yeah.
He hit a lot of stuff to that girl.
Buffy is an institution in our family. We both love it. Our mum loves it. And Nan loves it. Her dad is the only person.
3 generations can't be wrong.
Did you ever have a combined wank?
Not together, no. He was much younger than me, so it would have.
So much of a difference.
It really would have been in like unshot, yeah.
Still, was you including the mum and nan in that?
3 generations going absolutely crazy to Buffy.
Friday night is masturbation night.
No, well, Mum had Spike. She was in the Spike. That was the thing. Everyone had someone in the programme.
I had 3.
It wasn't something about Mary thing with the. No.
You two are dressed like Spike at this moment in time.
We are basically,
blonde, spiky hair, the whole thing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I probably wanted to be him,
No, Buffy's a.
Yeah, I mean, I had
looked
3
like Billy Idol,
posters
didn't he? Like
in my
Billy
bedroom.
Idol.
And we won't say anything more than that.
It's a fair shout. She topped the charts in many a men's magazine.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, she was number 1
I
in
had
the
some
FHM.
bloody good FHM posters of her as I was like from the age of like 10 to
Saw you
20.
through some tough times.
She was the honey. She brought you in, but we stayed for the storytelling.
Of course. Nicely done. Yeah,
That's true.
We stayed for Giles.
Yeah. Oh, Giles. Oh, brilliant.
It was a groundbreaking show in so many ways.
Oh,
it was
brilliant.
the first show to have a lesbian relationship on screen.
It was.
It was the first show to have a female lead character that actually wasn't take like her femaleness wasn't a problem for her.
Yeah.
It was like a part of her, and so it's like they did a lot of cool stuff. I mean, like Buffy was really good. People are down on Joss Whedon now because apparently he was an arsehole. I think every great director is probably an arsehole. I don't know. It seems like it.
Yeah.
That's the way it goes. I mean,
But you wonder what being down on a show that was made like 20 fucking years ago.
Yeah.
What that relevance that has today.
Where's it get you?
Yeah, where does it get you?
What's it achieve?
It changed things at the time, didn't it? And changed things.
Yeah.
Probably changed, but probably growing up with that
I
probably made
was
me
gonna say,
more open than I would have been.
Definitely
growing up in
changed
like a
you.
working
Yeah.
class area.
Yeah.
But probably watching Buffy made me more kind of open to
A better person.
Yeah.
No,
The lesbians.
Well done, Sarah Michelle.
Yeah, but I
Gellar
wouldn't
for
have
that.
sort of been
Yeah.
thought it was really weird if I saw some lesbians because they was on my favourite show.
Yeah.
But otherwise, I might have been like, "What the hell's going on here, mate? This is weird. It
I'm
makes
all
me feel weird
confused
because I
and
don't
there's a
understand
funny
it."
feeling in my tummy stick. Let's move along, but staying slightly on the same topic.
Lesbians, like
The chat up line that you might potentially use. Were you wordsmiths with the fairer sex back then? What line might have you have used to charm Sarah Michelle Gellar out the trees?
Come with me if you want to live.
He looked me right in the eye when he said that. As well.
he's really saying it to you.
Thoroughly.
Yeah.
I might need a comfort break momentarily.
You went to get off your chair as well.
I did. I did. I came. I saw.
It's effective. It's that effective.
It bloody works. Can you better that at all, John?
I
What's
reckon I could. I reckon if it was Sarah Michelle Gellar, my girl Buffy, then I'll probably I'd say, look, you got troubles, I got troubles. Let's just be there for each other. Let's help each other out. You know,
It's a beautiful thing.
Come over to the hut.
yeah.
You know?
Come over.
I mean,
to
I don't want to say it, but I'm going with Dave. Jesus. I'm sorry, that fucking thing worked.
That's like caveman approach. Hit you
Yeah,
over the
exactly.
head.
Yeah, it was one of them.
Yeah.
If you don't, I will break your nose. Okay, I'm in. All right, let's rumble on in that case. Let's talk about sort of mortal enemies per se. So, what naughties, celeb, or icon would you not want to be on the island?
Well, Freddie Prinze Jr.
Obvious reasons.
It would be
He's gotta be in the
it
way
would
of
be an
everything.
issue.
Who
Yeah.
needs that handsome bastard knocking around? So absolutely.
Yeah.
Anyone else grind your gears back then?
What do I say? What do I say?
I could
Dr. Dre.
Dr. Dre.
Right.
Being shit then, man. Like,
Wow.
in the 90s, yeah, okay, I accept that.
But Naughty's Dre turned a corner.
No, he turned a bad corner. Ruined hip hop.
You forgot about Dre at that point.
Yeah.
I wanted to. That's the thing. He put that song out, and I want to forget about you.
Wowzers. Delboy,
Yeah.
where do we fall on these two? What's the who's the lesser of two evils, as it were?
I don't know. I mean, I'm a big. Even though, like you say, he might have taken a huge dump on his career in 2000s, but I'm still a massive fan, so that'd be hard. Freddie Prinze, I'd probably give him a. I don't really hate him or don't really like. He's just
being the way.
Yeah, so
It would be inconvenient.
Yeah, but that's the reason he's picked, isn't it? So
Yeah,
he
so
wants
that's-
Sarah to himself.
Yeah,
doesn't
so I get that. So
What you're doing
whereas
is
Dr. Dre
helping out a mate, essentially. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'd rather Dre myself. But,
Yeah, no, that's fine. I mean, I thought it would be like that.
controversial.
Would he boss us
No, again.
around?
So are
That's
we?
what I mean. I
Freddie
don't want
Prinze,
Dre there. I don't even want to think about it.
We're reaching a conclusion. Freddie Prinze is the arse that we want to.
Yeah.
I'd even agree with that. I'd get Freddie out. Yeah.
Get Freddie.
Sounds fair. She's all that, but he wasn't. All right. And
I went to the pictures to
finally,
see
yeah. And we're
What, on
gonna,
your own,
man.
Dave?
we're
No,
gonna,
with a girl.
What happened in the pictures was people
I feel like we
wild.
should circle back to this at some point. Definitely. I mean, there's a story.
It might
there
be in
that
his
needs
top
telling.
three anyway.
It's actually it's filmed in the same school as Buffy, and that's where they met.
Wow,
was on set.
serious
Yeah.
knowledge on
This
there,
guy
mate.
knows.
And she's in the
stuff,
scene.
doesn't he?
When they're
God.
in the lunchroom, she does a cameo at one point.
You know too much.
I know everything.
He really does know.
To Buffy, we know a lot.
This guy's got skills.
Dave
Play
would have been
bills.
1 hour Robin Williams in 1 hour
He
Photoshop.
did, didn't he? He's like,
Yeah.
I can tell you.
1 hour photo, 1 hour photo, not
1 hour
Photoshop.
photo, 1 hour photo.
That's
1 hour
the
photo. That's
1 hour
terrifying
snappy
movie.
snaps.
I know you're talking
Yeah.
about that.
It's a,
That's
yeah.
crap.
It's on the shoulders, isn't it? That thing?
Yeah, that's
oh,
it's creepy,
nice.
isn't it?
Yeah.
well.
Best stalking film ever.
Yeah.
Just throw it out.
No, cracking.
I feel like we're going to have a top 5 from you, like we did with Reynolds' Man Crushes. It's going to be top 5 stalking films.
New Orphan.
Oh, hello. We've got,
New
we've got,
Orphan,
we've got an
isn't it?
entry.
You're feeding me.
You've heard about
Feeding
that?
him lines.
New Orphan or whatever it is.
Don't feed the beast.
You know that bird she's like They adopt her. She's meant to be a child.
okay.
She's
I
a
love
woman.
that.
She's a woman.
A murderous woman.
She's a murderous woman.
Woman.
No, isn't it? Like, what was it? Was it called Orphan? Yeah, Orphan
Yeah,
1.
Orphan,
But there's
yeah.
got to be an Orphan 2, and they got the same actress
Yeah.
back. Fortunately, she still looks fairly young.
They've smaller her, haven't they?
They're making her smaller,
You know, like they
the
do with
Hobbits.
11 in
They're doing a Hobbit
Stranger
thing.
Things.
Big
Yeah.
slicing her legs off.
Yeah.
Keeping her
They've
short.
They've been smaller than her.
Yeah, definitely. I think we've got a follow-up episode, possibly.
Yeah.
Stalking films and all their goodness. But before we go on to Stalkers, let's round off your time on the island, gentlemen. So, final question: Reynolds' favourite. It's all about pot noodles. One washes up on the island.
Yeah.
Maybe two in this case.
Yeah.
But around the corner of the island comes a naughty's boy band member that wants
Yeah.
that pot noodle as well. Number one, what flavour's your pot noodle? And number two, are you going to have to kick to death from that band to secure the pot noodle? Have you got a combined, separate?
I know my answer.
Well, let's go to you first then,
I know.
Sean.
That's like, I know myself.
It's like,
Straight in. What's your flavour?
it's got to be the curry with a mango sauce. You got to have the curry with a mango sauce.
Got to.
And then,
Glad he
well,
mentioned
it
the
could
sauce.
be anyone I want to fend off that.
Yeah, from a naughty's boy band.
Naughty's boy band.
If you're not sure of a particular inhabitant of said band, you can just do the band in of itself.
Yeah.
If
Boy
you wanna
band
be-
from that time.
We had a lot of hate for the take thaters in the 90s. Just
Oh yeah.
as an
I like
FYI,
them though.
but we've gone. What have we had so far this time?
I think we had some from Boyzone or Westlife.
Boys
Life,
and Westlife.
yeah.
A lot of the
Westlife,
Irish, a lot of the
maybe.
Westlife.
I
Yeah.
don't dislike them enough to even choose them. I think boy band from that
It's a pot
time.
noodle.
I can't-
What's
Curry
those
pot.
American guys that went? Are they in the 90s?
Oh,
aren't they?
Backstreet Boys.
That's
well,
Alex,
that's
though,
not-
innit? That
Oh,
doesn't count.
That was Hanson.
Yeah, they're 90s.
Yeah, Hanson.
They might have
So-
brought something out in the noughties. Shall we?
Hopefully, if they did bring out something in the
Then
90s,
you
Gotcha.
squeak in there.
Yeah, I had Zach in my one, didn't I?
You
I
did.
took on Zach.
You took on the drummer because he was 11. You couldn't
Yeah.
beat the shit out of him.
I'm trying to think because this must have been. I was able to successfully avoid boy bands after the 2000s because
Maybe you
I can't really think
you
of it.
slept your way through the.
Well, like Backstreet.
Sounds like you're like your
were
mum.
busy
Your mum
with-
kept-
I had a problem. I did have a problem initially, but yeah,
You didn't have a chance to win our
Backstreet
boy
Boys
band.
definitely
that
figured
was
within
around
the
Sounds
noughties.
like-
in the 2000s. Oh, with Timberlake was he around then?
Timberlake.
Yeah, very much so.
I would go for Timberlake then.
He wasn't even Timberlake.
Yeah.
He was Trouser Snake.
Yeah,
Trousers.
skinny
Yeah.
run as well, wasn't he?
I'm going, yeah.
You'd
No,
have
it's
easy
on.
been out
He
of
also had the little
He
twisty
popularised
things as well.
Yeah.
I remember that. So yeah,
He was a
NSYNC,
skinny
wasn't it?
little
Yeah,
as well.
and that was too fat. Yeah,
NSYNC,
I love
they make it
the.
in.
I love the fact
Britney.
is.
yeah.
He's with Britney.
That's where it all started, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
that's
Of
right,
course, the whole
yeah.
Disney Club nonsense.
Yeah, it was with Britney
Yeah.
at the
Oh,
beginning.
yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Reynolds.
He was one of the first out of that sort of thing.
Yeah, they
That sort
also
of
made it.
institution.
Brittany, Christina, and then Justin. They all made it
Yeah.
out, but Justin is up for grabs in this one, or it's
It's
Ryan
or
Gosling's
one,
in it
or
as
one
well.
of the.
Yeah,
Ryan
he was there, he was in the Mickey
Ryan
Mouse
Gosling's
Club,
in the
yeah.
Mickey Mouse Club.
and
Obviously, Ariana Grande weren't part of that club, but she
Yeah.
was a Nickelodeon girl.
but poor Pat McCarthy got left behind and he's still fighting in the Disney Club.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tragic. Yeah, so the kind of people
trapped in the
Some
cellar.
people are left just trying
just
to
there they
catch
can
the
never get
dregs-
out.
dregs of fame and fortune in the Disney Club.
First
Get
rule
out
of
of
Disney
Disney
Club, can't talk about it. Second rule of Disney Club, you still can't talk about Disney Club.
Guy's still in his like he's in
Still
his
there.
40s
because he can't talk about it. That's his problem.
Like
So,
mime artist.
Reynolds, you've got the.
So who did we have? We had
So we've got the Hanson
Timberlake.
boys.
Or-
Timberlake.
One of them.
Trouser Snake.
Well, we've already had Hanson, haven't we? Kind of. I mean, that's a good shout, but. Yeah,
they're
I
probably
think
not
Timberlake.
around, yeah.
Timberlake, and he's a skinny
Yeah.
run. You'd have been able to have him easy, wouldn't you?
I'll drown him in the ocean if he comes down.
I mean, this is a pot noodle we're talking
Yeah.
about after all. This
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
I think
You're drowning
Timberlake.
me, be like, what you doing to me?
Also, I've got Sarah Michelle Gellar on here, and
Yeah,
last thing I want is another young
another
buck.
hot young buck.
You know?
Vying for
Yeah,
attention,
true,
yeah.
true.
Trying
Yeah.
to take Britney's heart. Leave Britney
Who was that
alone.
over there? Oh, no one. Don't forget it.
You've
No.
left her with like Stephen King or someone just
Yeah.
telling her stories.
Yeah.
It's absolutely
Scaring, and
petrified.
then the shoulder cry on.
Go watch it for me, Steve.
Don't you worry. You
Yeah,
come
yeah.
here. You come
Scaring
here,
us as
Sarah.
shit.
I'll look after you. Right, so fair. So we're putting Trouser Snake on the island to be
Yeah.
battered to death by Bruvv Grimm.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Wow, that is a powerful set of answers, gentlemen, and food for thought on some other things as well. Anything we need to pick up on from that?
No, I don't
Blank
think so.
Boys, or are we happy with our time on the island?
Only one point where Dave was saying that you managed to avoid boy bands?
Yeah, I'm trying.
Or managed to be kept safe from boy
Yeah,
bands?
I think in that.
Like your mum
all those
had
raids.
protected you.
Yeah.
At one
was just
point,
a raid.
Like, the
they were
scariest-
coming over and they were trying,
knocking on the door.
trying to get me
outside.
involved. First of all, it's all presents and you know,
Like zombies at the door, loads of boy bands just
that's it.
scratching at the
They'll
door.
take you out. They'll buy you. They buy you trainers and things.
Don't you open that door? There's Westlife patrolling
Yeah.
around.
You'd have like Westlife having with his headphones on. They'd be like, what are you listening to in there? Nothing. Nothing.
Eminem was rapping about the same thing. He was like, "Get all these boy bands away from me, man." You know.
Yeah, he was.
Eminem was like, "I hate boy bands." You know.
Eminem was great actually.
At that time,
At that time,
cool. Yeah.
that was his time. Yeah.
Very much so. Well, powerful set of answers, as we say, chaps. Appreciated once again your time on Desert Island Dicks. Okay, we're going to push straight on with our Bruvv Grimm guests' favourite films and music from the noughties. So, again, are you combining your answers, chaps, or are you sort of working independent?
We are, certainly.
Yeah.
Well, let's see as you're in agreement. Let's start with films. Have you got a 3, 2, 1 for us, or are you?
Yeah. So we said Raw Between the Bums
Perfect. Yeah,
was one.
fabulous.
Definitely,
little
Children
film.
of Men,
Children
That
of
was
Men.
around.
which Clive Owen was in that. He's,
Oh
That's
yeah,
right,
yeah,
yeah,
the
that's
blackhead.
good,
yeah,
chubby
But,
chap.
yeah, and it's like everyone's become, everyone's infertile. On the,
Was there a famous...
okay, yeah.
It's like a gritty sort of
lady?
dystopian thing, but
I don't
definitely
know
something,
her name.
one that
No, I
sticks
don't
out
know
in my
her name.
mind. Definitely.
I was trying to think, yeah. That was a good film, yeah. Yeah.
I don't think that one I definitely haven't seen, so I can add that
Kind
to
of
my.
like the games we love as well, isn't it? You
my
think of the
ever-growing
Last of Us
list,
is like
yeah.
a game that's like that. It's
Yeah.
like this kind of.
We're getting ready. We're getting ready for the end of the
scenario,
world. Yeah.
Yeah, very much, yeah.
Isn't it,
And
isn't it
done
like a
very
Brazilian
raw,
girl, isn't
very
it?
raw.
Isn't it a Brazilian girl where they find pregnant, isn't it? And they have to protect her, don't they?
I think she's.
Well, yeah, she's,
I don't know what the actress is.
well, yeah, 'cause she's
an
like a-
African, like English woman. I don't know. Like,
Well, it's actually my brother wearing a Brazilian. Confused by...
That's what
I knew I knew him from
to
something.
go at.
I knew I knew him from
but,
something.
it's a really cool movie in that way, in that it's painting this picture of this just a terrible world where sometimes it doesn't seem that far away. You know?
Yeah, it's quite
Yeah.
apocalyptic, isn't it, that film?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's very.
I haven't seen that in
realistic,
years,
very
that
kind
film,
of
actually. I
gritty.
thought
so.
But it's like about
Yeah, I mean-
men can't have children, and so
no,
it's the story. Well, yeah, they don't know whether it's men or women.
Right, okay.
No one can have children. It's
been a while since I've seen it.
Yeah, well, the film starts with them kind of dramatically announcing on the radio, the youngest person in the world has died today.
Oh, okay.
And
Wow.
it's kind of, and then there's a terrorist bombing. You know what I mean, it's all kind of
Yeah,
crazy.
no,
And you can imagine that's a real reality in the future.
Yeah, Baby Diego. wasn't it?
Yeah,
Was
Baby
the artist.
Diego, and like he even says the main character
Did
says
he have
he was a
access to a
cunt, you know, he's a
PlayStation?
horrible bloke.
Out of curiosity,
I mean, he
because
was
there
so,
was-
They all have,
famous,
yeah.
Thinking about
famous
doing
since
some
he was
running
born
for a,
as being the youngest children, the last one, and
Yeah.
he's a wanker. You know, that sort of thing. But everyone's grieving over him, like with the Queen. You know, people grieve over this sort of thing nationally, on a national basis and on a worldwide basis. And like basically the movie is basically this bloke who's nothing to do with any of it. He don't care about it, and he ends up involved with his ex, who is trying to transport the last pregnant woman ever,
Wow.
the first pregnant woman
Oh,
ever.
okay.
She's pregnant,
I left.
and that's what the movie is. They got to try and
I
keep
think
us safe.
it rings a bell. I've seen it. I did
Michael
enjoy it. I
Caine's
just
in it as
can't.
well,
Yeah,
isn't
Yeah, he
he's
is,
so
yeah,
good in it.
Michael Caine's
It's
in it,
another
yeah.
great role. One of his best roles. He
As
plays
an
like
old
a New
hippie,
Zealand
yeah.
hippie.
Yeah.
Like he plays like New Zealand hippie.
Yeah, when he's like
he
hidden
do-
away in a house, isn't he, or something?
Yeah, and he's just doing it. There's one scene where, like, I mean, this.
Yeah.
I guess this doesn't ruin the plot either. But he lets himself be tortured to save the main character.
Right,
Like,
okay.
They come in a house and they're saying, "What are you doing here?"
Yeah.
And just saying, "Pull my finger." Pull my finger, and they're
Has he got
like,
a really big
"Shut
fart?"
up, shut up."
Yeah.
And he's like,
Yeah.
he keeps joking with them, and then
Right.
you just hear them killing him, and that sort of thing. It's
Does he
intense
bother?
movie.
Does he bother with the accent, or does he?
He does New Zealand
Oh,
accent.
does-
Does he really?
Yeah, he sounds like sort of
That
Australia,
is-
New Zealand sort of thing.
Very
Yeah.
Michael Caine in that
Yeah,
case.
exactly.
Yeah, but he's still got his own sort of.
Oh,
Yeah.
He's still got
He's,
that.
he's still
vibe.
Michael
Yeah.
Caine, yeah, absolutely. So that's only your number 2 film. So what makes it to the heady heights of number 1 then, gentlemen?
Mulholland Drive by
Yeah,
David Lynch.
David. Anything
David
David
Lynch.
Lynch. Is fine.
Mulholland Drive. Okay, that's a weird film, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's the film where I think he had found himself in a way that everything else he ever did, Twin Peaks or Race Ahead or anything,
Right.
he had been kind of trying to find something. But I think Mulholland Drive is where he found this thing
Right,
that
okay.
is this weird nightmarish quality to the way it does. Like at the start of the film, there's like this kind of hobo character that just comes out of the quick, it's just there, and it's terrifying. It's like nothing you've ever
and it's
seen.
the guy saying he had a
He's
dream
like so
about
weird.
this.
He's
Yeah,
like a green, isn't he like a green monster or something?
It's like,
By the cafe, isn't he? He just,
Yeah.
he just comes in a shop, doesn't he? It's
yeah.
like,
And the guy's
out of
talking about he
nowhere.
had
And
this
it's
dream,
terrifying,
and he
isn't
said
it?
like
It's
he saw this thing behind the side of the shop, and he said it scared me so much I died. And they said let's go and have a look. And I go to see, and it is there, and he does.
I think I've seen. Isn't I can't remember the actress.
Naomi Watts.
That's it.
Oh, she's incredible.
Yeah.
Well, I would say
I have seen it. Yeah,
if she was around in the noughties, that would have been my crush.
I crushed as well. Oh,
But she's been around for a long time, so I can't
You got to. I like the.
really-
Who's the other
Been
girl?
around
The
the block.
dark-haired girl.
She's
in it.
been
I like
around.
her. She's nice.
Yeah.
remember her name. She's
no, I
nice,
can't think of her
yeah.
name. No.
Hasn't it got? It's not Kylie, is it? There's like a famous.
It's what's his chops? Cyrus, Billy Ray Cyrus, isn't it?
Is it?
Okay.
There's
Yeah.
someone
Miley
else in it.
Cyrus's
Yeah, he's dead. Yeah, there's a weird one as well because
There's
he's
an actor, like a singer in it. I'm sure. there
Maureen
is.
Lipman.
Are you saying Billy Ray Cyrus isn't a singer? I'll
He's a
take you
singer.
outside.
No, like
Achy, breaky,
it's not
heart.
Kylie Minogue. Isn't it like it might not have been
Natalie and Brooke.
No, who's the one who used to be in Home and Away? Who's
Mr.
Delta
Fisher.
Goodrum.
no? Who was married to Ali G?
Oh, what's her face?
Oh, it's a
Little
Fisher.
one.
Fisher.
Elsa Fisher.
I love Fisher.
Isn't she
yeah.
in it as
She
well?
might be. Yeah.
I think she is. Yeah. Don't know what.
I love that. Married to Ali.
Oh.
G.
Yeah.
You know why you said it.
yeah,
I think there's a secret crush there.
That's on
No,
Netflix,
no,
Ali G. I've been watching that recently. It's the early 2000s.
Yeah, I like Ali G. Yeah, it's great.
it's amazing.
It's
Yeah,
great.
I think we
People
got them
were
a couple of
clueless
years
about
ago,
what
didn't
it
they?
was,
Yeah,
like,
a couple of
at the time.
episodes ago. But it was
Yeah, them interviews were great.
very much of a time. But yeah, it was definitely funny, wasn't it?
So we're
Wow.
Royal Tenenbaums, Children of Men, and Mulholland Drive. haven't we?
Mulholland Drive. That is a good top three. No arguments with those.
Yeah,
No, definitely.
it's crazy. We're both agreed on that as well. Yeah.
Beautiful. Well, let's see if we can we drag you apart when we talk music in that case. So, how are we going to do this? Are we going to do a top three from you, Dave, or have you got a
I
couple
think
that
yeah,
you
I've
kind of work?
Was it music the same, wasn't it? Or, oh no, film was the same. wasn't
Film
it?
was the same.
I
Music
think
is
music will be the same. We'll,
Okay.
you give
offer us a three, and then we'll discuss the merits. Then we'll take a Sean
So
three.
so
Let's have a
it's going to be Kid A, Radiohead. That's
in at
definitely
three.
on the top.
In
Yeah.
at three. Yeah.
MF Dome, which is at Food. His second album, which is the one.
Yeah.
And fucked
Thank
up.
you again, Reynolds.
I told you to come
We
off.
got a
Won't get
feature before
burps,
you
but
come out.
you
We
get
got a
the stuff.
feature before you come out. Sorry, Dave. Don't get that straight.
Fucked up. Chemistry of Common Life for the third one.
The first one.
Cool.
Beautiful. And then from yourself, sir?
Yeah, I would say, well, I've got two of the same, so I'd say Chemistry of Common Life is definitely one of my albums from that time.
Okay.
And other than that, I would say probably my main one from the 2000s would be most likely a brand new album. A band called Brand New. They're an emo band. Because
Okay.
I'm into emo, because I'm a 2000s kid. But I'm
That's
into
what it
the
is.
emo. Emo started in the 80s hardcore sort of scene. And yeah, in the 2000s, yeah, there was a band called Brand New. They did that album. And then, what was the other album you said? Because I think I agreed with that as well.
MF Dome.
Yeah,
Kid A.
Kid A would be my, anything by Radiohead,
Yeah.
but I would say Kid A.
Yeah, that kind
Kid
of
A changed
2000s,
my
yeah.
life because again, like you said earlier, it's like it was what got me into electronic music.
No one
And
was really
not being
making music like that.
into it in
Yeah.
the same way.
Only them, really.
You know,
Yeah.
before I heard
Yeah.
that, and obviously it came with the story as well. Like Tom York was publicly saying, "I've had writer's block,
Right.
couldn't make music,"
Yeah.
and then blah blah blah, and then they came out with this album, and it was all of a sudden it's Radiohead, this
Yeah.
band that was mainstream popular, doing kind of not Britpop, but like
It
experimental
was a
kind
big
of Britpop
change,
music.
wasn't it? Yeah.
And then they did Kid A, and he said, "Yeah, I had writer's block, and I did this album." And for me, Kid A is always up there.
No, fair play. Fair play.
One of the greatest albums ever made, probably, I think.
Great
In my
shout.
mind.
Yeah, no, fair play. It's definitely.
Can't argue with them.
Yeah.
It's always nice to get a little bit of a different opinion on music as well, isn't it? Because we're slightly similar, us.
Yeah, kind of
2-3,
set
but
and not set.
little bits.
No,
but
I'm-
yeah,
well, I'm
it's nice to
a bit
freshen
more-
up the
yeah.
freshen up the gene
Yeah.
pool a little bit as well, which is good to hear. So yeah, food for thought for us and for the Blankers.
Yeah.
Nice.
Do you think that Radiohead were influenced by the Pet Shop Boys, or is that?
I'll tell you a story.
Yeah. No, when you listen to that album by the Pet Shop Boys,
Yeah.
certainly sounds like they were influenced by that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I love that.
They were influenced by the Beach Boys. Beach Boys
Mate,
did
I love
bloody
the
album,
I love the Pet
which
Shop
was the
Boys.
first
I do.
kind of. They were ahead of the Beatles in the kind
Yeah.
of electronic music way. When you listen to Good Vibrations, songs like that.
Yeah,
That was an arrangement that was
all Pet
way
Sounds.
ahead of its time.
Pet
What
Sounds,
Pet Sounds,
yeah.
isn't it? Or-
Yeah. When they kind of Pet Sounds was their kind of climax, wasn't it? It was their kind of big thing.
That was. I think that was their big, almost like FU to the
Yeah.
Beatles, wasn't it? To
Yeah,
say we
yeah,
can do an
yeah.
album like well,
Yeah.
as
But
good
yeah,
as
I
you
think-
can, sort of thing.
Yeah, that's.
They're talking about the Pet Shop Boys. I was at Hogmanay in Scotland one year,
Yeah.
and we'd started doing that. We'd been doing the band for a little while,
Yeah.
and like West End Girls came on,
Yeah.
and I was playing that in the street, and I was like, yeah. And I
Yeah,
thought, I remember texting Sean and saying like, this is we want to
Crazy,
try and
isn't it? So,
that's what it's for.
banger of a
I,
tune.
Yeah.
honestly, I love the Pet Shop Boys.
Yeah, because I could see like obviously the singing, the chorus, and
it's white
speaking
rapping.
the words,
It's,
you know.
yeah. Well, you don't realise he's
Yeah.
in West End.
No, that's an
Girls,
absolute
he's
show.
actually-
Yeah.
He's actually
Yeah.
rapping. He's
That Go West is garbage.
obviously he's doing it in a certain style, but he's
Yeah.
I think with the Pet Shop Boys as well, it's only when you hang out with some people that's gay that you realise that how much they mean to them as well. Just
Yeah.
that kind of whole
Yeah, it's a
style
big
of
thing,
music
yeah.
they did, the way they was. And
started to open
that
up.
means a lot to those people, yeah.
Yeah, it
for
started
sure.
all
I mean,
to
it's a
open up
big
in the
thing.
80s and that. Yeah.
It's definitely cool.
Yeah.
Nice. I didn't think we were going to go somehow from Kid A to a Pet Shop.
No,
Boys.
it took a turn, didn't it?
We managed it.
Took a turn.
Left at the lights, but nice. Let's Huey back and park this one. Nice. Thank you, gentlemen. Good work as ever.
Good.
Right then. So the John Cazale challenge, you know the drill? Need explaining or
Explain it.
five?
Yeah.
So five films.
Quite a bit aggressive, actually.
It was, wasn't it? You know what you do.
You know what you do.
The five films in a row.
Yeah.
It's got to be a chain of five films. Can't be broken of what you think the actor's done that's going to be better than John Cazale.
And
We do have a good
what
answer
film was
to this.
Cazale?
So
doing
John
again?
Cazale did. It doesn't have to be the first five films. So John Cazale did first five films.
Well, that sort of thing. isn't
Yeah,
it?
Godfather, 2, Conversation, Deer Hunter, and Dog Day Afternoon.
Great run of
No,
films.
that's a good run.
But obviously that was his first five films and he died. So this doesn't have to be the first five. It could just be a five of any time, any year. It doesn't have to be 2000s as well. Okay, and so an actor, actress, or anything of a body of work, five in a row that you think that will challenge that.
I think our answer.
John Cazale
What's his
challenge.
name?
They look.
I'm looking.
They look confident.
Bianco del Toro. I'm thinking because
That's what we said earlier.
Okay.
what we got.
So what run of five? What run of films are we going for?
Intriguing.
So the usual suspects.
Yeah.
Standard.
That's good, great.
Great starting place.
Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, I think, is
Yeah.
for us. It's a great
Yeah.
film. Was it 21 grams? Anyone ever seen
Oh,
it?
Yeah, I like
yeah.
to
But is this five in a row? This is the
Well,
challenge.
it's not in the row.
So this is the challenge.
No,
It's
it's not in the row.
It can't be
This is why
broken.
we find it so difficult.
I think this. Yeah.
We had someone, actually, our last guest. He
Did a good one.
managed
Was
to
it
do
Harrison Ford?
Harrison
Yeah, yeah.
Ford is absolutely.
No, well,
Ricky.
that's easy though. He's only ever been in good movies that he didn't contribute that much to.
Well, but it's still.
Yeah.
It's still
What
the
did, he,
thing.
what did he have? He started with Empire Strikes Back, I think.
Yeah. Then he moved on to
The
Raiders.
Blade Runner or something like
Yeah.
that. Then Raiders.
Lost Ark.
And they were really good films.
It must have been. I checked him out. I was like,
ridiculous,
yeah, he's got it. And I was like,
yeah.
that is a good run of
He's
films.
absolutely
Actually.
smashed it
I
up.
said Casey Affleck. That's my favourite actor anyway.
I was even
Yeah.
googling best supporting actor of
Yeah, it's
2000.
trying to be
Yeah.
strange. And,
Yeah.
yeah.
But I think this guy seems pretty singular in
It is,
himself.
it is
Yeah.
really
No, he's-
tricky. That's the
he's-
that's the
I'm
problem we've got.
saying Illuminati. To be honest, you know, I mean, he happened just to be there on the periphery of everything that was happening in Hollywood at that time.
Oh, man.
Just happened to be around.
He's
Yeah,
everywhere and nowhere.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
It is a really tricky little challenge. let's be fair
Grew
to
as an
it.
actor as well, I thought. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So what's the
Yeah.
answer in the end then? What do we say?
Well, we failed that one.
There you go.
Okay, we fouled.
I mean,
Yeah, Bianco, but yeah,
they came close. It was a valiant attempt, but
Yeah, it's
I think Reynolds is going to.
He's going
He's going to call it. He's got the red flag in his hand. He's
If
waving
we're pulling
it.
it, we're pulling it. So
What
that's
can you
fine. It was a good effort. It was
It's
a good
not as
effort.
easy as you
It
think.
is
I
hard.
think the bloke
Yeah, no,
that you've selected, he's obviously good. Do you know what I mean? He's got a better run of films than anyone.
Oh yeah, that's
That's the thing. No one can beat it.
he was a bread and butter man.
It
He was
is
the man.
particularly tricky. Yeah.
Again, I think it's up to the
Well, to be fair, I
debate
think-
era and also sort of like I said before, it's subjective. It's like it's not necessarily what you call highbrow films. It doesn't have to
absolutely.
be critical. It just has to be like in a run of films that you could put an argument
The
for.
trickiest bit is getting the 5
Yeah.
concurrent.
Yeah.
That's
When you
the
say
thing.
you say that is the best.
Well, when you said it was
You can
one
have
after the
4
other, that
amazing
becomes
ones.
impossible.
Yeah.
In my mind.
No, he had a few
Not
films
one
in
after
between
the
that I've
other.
never heard of.
You can have 4
okay,
amazing
yeah.
ones, and then he puts in a stinker, and
Yeah.
then the 6th
Yeah,
one is
exactly.
great, and you're like, oh come on, that's so close.
Exactly.
But
Yeah.
Reynolds is a stickler. For
But like
the
you say,
roles
that
and
John
plays.
Cazale, he's like, it is the first 5 films, but had it not been probably from his early death, he would have probably gone on to make stinkers.
Yeah,
It's just he was at the right time.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what
In
it
the
is.
70s, that was that era, wasn't it? Of good films.
Pure luck.
you know.
2 from a fabulous franchise.
Exactly.
Tom Hanks, I suppose he had a lot of good.
Yeah,
I mean,
there's got to be
Hanks-
something,
Hanks-
isn't there?
so
But
many
if
good
you
something
look,
in
if you
there.
looked into his filmography, there probably would be
I
5
reckon,
films
I reckon
somewhere.
he's got it. I reckon
Yeah.
Tom Hanks.
We're giving
Even like
the-
early things like the Burbs or something like that.
We're giving future guests an idea, here, aren't we?
Well, this is it. Yeah, let's call it there. But it was
Stop it
valiant.
before it
chaps.
spirals out of control.
Yeah, absolutely. We don't want to give it away with a potential win for a future guest. So
We could bleep that one out.
yeah, valiant attempts,
see
but
what-
There you go.
sadly we're gonna have to call it. We need some form of. But I think that might have been taken by.
That's our thing.
We had to invent a negative response
Yeah,
after we
absolutely.
came
We'll
with
We'll edit some really like sad music over the top
Yeah.
piano.
Yeah.
You know, like they used to when Neighbours when someone died. We'll just do.
That is what
That's
we're taking
perfect.
from here on.
Do that again
No
without
cigar.
any noise from us.
Okay.
It was
Do
actually.
that again without any noise from
It was
us.
actually.
Yeah.
It was actually Richard Ashcroft who didn't see the studio.
There
That's
we
beautiful.
go. We're using that.
Close but no cigars, guys. But good effort nonetheless.
That's great. Well done, mate.
So this song is a cover of a Deftones song from their self-titled 2003 album. It's a song called Minerva.
God bless you all.
Groove.
And that ends the musical part. Gentlemen from Bruvv Grimm, it's been an absolute pleasure having you with us. The music sounded fantastic. So remind the blankers and the listeners where they can find you if they want to check out your back catalogue and any sort of details of you. The plug is yours.
Okay, so Bruvv Grimm Bandcamp, which is where we've got our first 4 albums that we've done. And my Instagram account, which is Atkins Art. You'll find a lot of stuff on the videos that we did there. And just look out for us on Spotify. If anyone wants to give us any work.
And any time you type Bruvv Grimm, it's going to be 2 V's and it's going to be 2 M's. It's going to be 2 of that. It's Bruvv Grimm.
Bruvv Grimm.
It's going to be good,
The 2 V's.
Yeah.
Google them. It's been an absolute blast. Gents, what do you reckon?
Yeah, quality,
been
mate. No, amazing.
Brilliant.
Oh, cheers, guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
It sounded really good.
Been excellent. So definitely go and check them out, listeners. But they say that all good things must come to an end, and the same is true with podcasts. So that is your lot. Stop being greedy. Go and talk to your husband or wife, your kids, a friend, your cellmate, maybe a counsellor, whoever. It's only a few days until we release the next episode, so go and do something productive. Go on, bugger off. Love you.
See you.